Hello students, you are watching KASHYAP tutorials and I am Prabhakar Acharya. Students, as we started 5th chapter of Amodha entire Sanskrit of 10th standard Sa A Parmano, and this is second video. So first we completed till Drishyante. Now we'll continue after that. I will give you reading, proper accent, Sandhi, Twan Levantavandabhya as well as Samas words. So let's start with this. So Sandhi, Samas, Twan Levantavandabhya, questions and translation. So let's begin with the reading. So in first video, the last word was Drishyante. So we are going to start from next dialogue of father. Yes. So Pita. अर्णव एतानि पुष्पस्य अङ्गानि त्वं सूक्ष्मेक्षिकया द्रष्टुं शक्नोषि परन्तु एतद् विश्वं परमाणुभ्यः निर्मितं ते परमाणवः तु सूक्ष्मेक्षिकया अपि न दृश्यन्ते अर्णव परमाणुः नाम किम् पिता अस्तु कथयामि मुष्टिमात्रान् तण्डुलान् महानसतः आनय अर्णवः तथेति उक्त्वा पाकगृहात् तण्डुलान् आनयति स्वीकरोतु भवान् then again father pita aduna imam tandulam vivaja. Okay, so till here, after that we'll continue the reading and then also sandhi words. So till here we'll complete. So arnava etani puspasya angani sukshmekshikaya drashtum shaknoshi. So drashtum is tumantabhya, it is drashtum. Sandhi word that I told you, I first will give you Sandhi word. So in this chapter, there are no much more Sandhi words, but Tatha iti, Tatheti. यहाँ पे संधि है, you can say Tatha adhik iti. And Uktva is Twantavya. After that, the next Sandhi word is Yatha Katham adhik api. Here, Yatha Katham adhik api. यहाँ पे संधि है. So it is Sandhi word. What is Yatha कथम अधिक अपि. सो आप प्लस का साइन डाल देना यथा कथम अधिक अपि. या so this is sandhi. Then ito api, here is again sandhi itah adhik api. Itah adhik api, this is sandhi word. After that, if you find sandhi words, so there are no much more sandhi in this chapter, but यहाँ पे जो भी संधि है आपको वो सेपरेट करके लिखना होगा. तो we'll see here the last sentence I told you here. So यहीं तक हम लोग देखेंगे, उसके बाद कंटिन्यू करेंगे. Now see the meaning. पिता अर्णव means O Arnav, etani pushpasya angani means the parts of these flowers. Etani means these, pushpasya means of flower. So parts of these parts of the flower, tum, you, sukshmekshikaya, through microscope, drashtum means can perceive, shaknosi means can perceive, can you see, can you observe. So Arnav, you can observe, you can perceive these parts of the flower through microscope. Parantu, but etad vishwam, etad means this, vishwam is universe, parmanubhya nirmitam. Parmanubhya means of atoms or from atom, nirmitam is composed. So but this universe is composed from atom. Te paramanava, those atoms, it is bahuvachan, paramanu word ukaran, those atoms, tu means but, sukshmekshikaya. Sukshmekshikaya means through microscope. Api means also, no drishyante, cannot be perceived, cannot be seen. So means you can see atom, these parts of flower through microscope, but this universe is made of atoms. So but those atoms you cannot see even microscope, तो microscope से भी आप नहीं देख सकते. So Arnab said, because his father beginning explanation of Parmanu from here. So Arnav asked, Parmanu naam kim? Parmanu, what is an atom? Naam means not name actually, but here is means. So what is an atom? Atom क्या है? Parmanu क्या है? Then Pita said, Astu, all right. Kathayami, I tell you, or let me tell you. Mushti matran tandulan, mushti matran means handful. Tandulan means of rice grains, handful rice grains. Mahanasata. The actually word is Mahanas. Mahanas means Pakagruham. So Mahanasatah, Taha is a fix indicating Panchami Vibhakti. So its meaning will be from kitchen, Anaya. So bring handful rice from kitchen. So father said, bring handful rice from kitchen. Arnavah tatha tatheti uktva. So Arnab, what did Arnab? Tatha iti uktva, tatheti. So tathe means okay, says okay. Uktva means says, and tatha iti means okay. Pak gruhat, from kitchen. Pak gruhat, you can see mahanasta is saman. Mahanas is samanarthi word. So pak gruhat means mahanasta, from kitchen. Tandulan anayati, bring rice. So the Arnab bring rice from the kitchen. Arnab brings rice from the kitchen. And what he said? Swikarotu Bhavan. Swikarotu means take, Bhavan means you. But Bhavan is the third person here. So Karotu आया, तो भगवान जो कि आप है इसका मीनिंग यहाँ पे, तो ओ फादर प्लीज टेक, बिकॉज यू कांट से तुम. सो ये यहाँ पे इसका मीनिंग है. नाउ सी ट्रांसलेशन ऑफ दिस. So translation is, father said, Arnab, you can perceive the parts of these flowers with the help of microscope. But this universe is composed of atoms. Those atoms cannot be perceived, cannot be seen, cannot be observed, even with the help of microscope. So this is said by the father. It's a translation is. Then Arnab. Arnab asks, father, means what is an atom? Atom क्या है? Then father said, Astu, all right. Astu means all right, ठीक है. Kathiyami, I shall tell you, means let me tell you, or I shall tell you. Go and bring a handful of rice grains from kitchen. Mushti matran tandulan means handful rice grains from kitchen. So एक मुट्ठी चावल किचन से लेके आओ. Then Arnab said, says okay, and bring rice grains from kitchen. And then what he said, here I take means father, so please take it. So ये translation था इसका. Now I'll continue and then I'll show you some word. Yeah. So again see the reading. Then Pita. Aduna imam tandulam vivaja. Arnava. Tat kiyan laghu asti esha. Pashyadu etasya bhagadvayam yatha katham api kritam maya. Pita. इतोपि लघुतरम भागम कर्तुम शक्यते वा. अर्णव. यदि क्रियते तर्हि चूर्णम भवेत् तस्य. पिता. सम्यक् उक्तं त्वया. यत्र एतत् विभाजनं समाप्यते यस्मात् सूक्ष्मतरं भागं प्राप्तुं न शक्यते सः एव परमाणुः. सः एव परमाणुः. अर्णव. द्रव्यस्य अन्तिमः घटकः मूलं तत्त्वं च परमाणुः. सत्यं खलु. पिता. सत्यम्. अयं खलु कणाद महर्षेः सिद्धान्तः. अपि जानासि परमाणुः द्रव्यस्य मूलकारणम् इति तेन महर्षिणा प्रतिपादितम तदपि प्रायः ख्रिस्तपूर्वं पंचमे षष्ठे वा शतके. Right, so this is the reading and clearly I read और आपको मालूम हुआ होगा कि कैसे इसको प्रोनाउंस करना है as per meaning. So let's start with Sandhi word. So first Sandhi is here katham api, that I showed you, yatha katham adhik api. Then the next Sandhi is itah adhik api. Here you will see ito api, it is Purva Roop Sandhi, itah adhik api. After that the Sandhi word is here tat adhik api, tat adhik api, tad api. So these are the Sandhi words. Now come to Twant or Levant or Tumantavya. Here Twant and Levant Tumantavya forms are not more than then whichever are used here I show you, that is Praptum. तो Praptum is Tumantavya, Praptum Tumantavya का form है. Then the next word, if you ask, the next word is means only one तुमंतव्य फॉर्म यहाँ पे और बाकी त्वांत और लेवंतव्य नहीं दिया हुआ है. So let's start with the meanings. So as per father instruction, Arnab brought rice grains, handful rice grains from kitchen and said to father, "Oh father, please take it." Then what father said? Aduna, Pita said, Aduna, Aduna means now, imam tandulam, this rice. He picked up only one rice and said, Bibhaja. Imam tandulam is this rice, Bibhaja means split open or break. Now, split this rice. Then Arnab. Tata means father, Kiyan laghun, how tiny. Laghu means tiny, a minute. Asti Esha, how tiny is this? So what he said, father, so how tiny it is. Then Pashyadu, Pashyadu means see, Etasya means of this rice, Bhagadvayam. Bhagadvayam means two part, means could break yatha kathamapi means somehow kritam maya, means see somehow I could break it into two part. मैं किसी तरह से इसको दो भाग में तोड़ा हूँ. Then father said, ito api lagutaram bhagam kartum shakyate va. So itopi means yet further or further. Ito api means further. Lagutaram means smaller pieces. Bhagam means pieces. So smaller pieces, smaller parts. Kartum means to do. Shakyate va, can you do? So will it be possible to split it further into smaller piece? So पिता asked to Arnab, क्या इसको तुम और भी छोटे कर सकते हो? Then Arnab said, yadi means if, kriyate, if it is done, tarhi, then churnam bhavetasya. Churnam means powder. Bhavetasya means it turns. Then it will turn into powder. अगर मैंने ऐसा किया तो ये powder बन जाएगा. Then what father said? Samyak uktam toya. Samyak means right. Uktam means said. Toya means by you. Means rightly said by you. You means you said it right. Yatra, yat means where. Etad vibhajanam. Etad means this. Vibhajanam is subdivision. Samapyate means ends or stops. Where subdivision stops. Yasmat. Yasmat means from which. Sukshmataram bhagam. Sukshmataram is smaller. Bhagam is part. Praptum, to obtain, no shakyate is not possible. Saha eva parmanu, that is atom. So the father said, rightly said by you, yatra etad, where its a subdivision stops, from which means from when obtaining a smaller part is not possible, that smallest particle is said atom. Anava. Dravyasya means of fragment of constituent. Antimaha, antima means final or last. Ghataka means fragment or the part. Moolam tattvam, moolam tattvam means the root source. Cha paramanu, that means atom. Means the Arnab said the final or the last fragment or constituent of matter means atom. सत्यम खलु? Is it true? क्या ये सही है? पिता सत्यम करेक्ट. अयम खलु कनाद महर्षेः सिद्धांत. अयम means this, खलु means indeed, Kanad Maharshehe of Sage Kanad Siddhanta theory. This is actually the theory of Sage Kanad. This is actually the concept or the theory of proportion of Sage Kanad. Miss Sage Kanad ने ऐसे ही कहा है. अपि जानासि Miss अपि Miss do you know? क्या तुम जानते हो? परमाणुः द्रव्यस्य मूल कारणम. परमाणु means the atom, द्रव्यस्य मूल कारणम is the root source or the main source of matter. Do you know that the atom is the root source of matter? Iti this Tena Maharshina, by that great sage, Pratipaditam is stated. So it was stated by that great sage. Tad api, that too, that also, Praya means most probably means almost, Krista Purvam Panchame Shashteva Sadige means before, means in the 5th or 6th century before Christ. मतलब जो जीसस क्राइस्ट के पहले 5वें और 6ठे सेंचुरी में उन्होंने ये बात कह दिया था. तो अब बताओ कि कितने साल पहले उन्होंने लिख दिया ये चीज. Now come to see translation, then I show you Samas word. Translation. As the last word was Drishyante, so from here translation is, the father said, Arnab, you can perceive the parts of these flowers with the help of microscope, but this universe is composed of atoms. Those atoms cannot be perceived, cannot be seen even with the help of microscope. Then Arnab said, what is an atom? Pita said, all right, let me tell you, miss, I shall tell you. Bring handful rice from the kitchen. Bring handful of rice from the kitchen. Arnab, what Arnab said? Says okay, and brings rice grains from the kitchen and said, here I take, father, please take. Then Fida, now split open that rice grain. Then Arnab, father, how tiny it is. Look, I could break it into two somehow. Means I could break it into two parts somehow. Then father asked to him, will it be possible to split it further into smaller piece? क्या ये possible है कि इसको और भी छोटे भाग कर सकते हो? Then Arnab said, if I try so, then it would turn into powder. If I try so, then it would turn, that is, here is mistake, then it turned into powder. Yes. Then father said, Samyak Uktam Toya, means you said it right, correctly, rightly said by you. That stage where subdivision stops, where obtaining a smaller part is not possible, subdivisions cannot go further, that particle is the atom, means smallest particle is called atom. Then what Arnab said, the final or the last fragment or constituent of the matter means atom. Is it true? Then Fita said, correct. This indeed is the theorem or the proposition of great sage Sir Kanad, this famous Kanad. Are you aware? Do you know that the same great sage stated that an atom, it is stated that an atom is the main source or the root source cause of matter, and that too in the 5th or the 6th century BC. So this is translation till here. So आज हम इतना ही रखेंगे, but I tell you समास and question words then will continue after this. That will be the third video and the one more video will come. मीन्स इसके बाद दो और वीडियो आने वाला है जिसमें एक लेसन मीन्स बचे हुए एक्सरसाइज बचे हुए पैसेज मैं एक्सप्लेन करूंगा. देन आई कम टू क्वेश्चन आंसर्स whether I given extra questions or the exercise given in this lesson. So see the sandhi words. Previously we have seen Sukshma Ikshika and Tatha iti. Now Yatha Katham Adhik Api, Itah Adhik Api, Itopi, and Tat Adhik Api. So these are the Sandhi words till now. Then come to Tumant Levantavya. So Grihitva we have seen in the very first passage. Dialogue Uktva is another. Tumantavya Drashtum we have seen, but Kartum and Praptum are the another forms of Tumantavya in this chapter. Now come to Sandhi Samas word. We have seen in Japa Kusumam Karmadare Samas Pustakasya Patnam Tasmin Shashti Tatpur Samas Paragasya Kanaha Shashti Tatpur Samas Sukshmaha Kanaha Teshu Karmadare Samas Vaisheshikasya Sutrani. That till now it has not come, so ye abhi baki hai paragraph. Now I show you few questions from here. The questions are कस्य पिता विज्ञाने से अध्यापक और प्राध्यापक कः पुस्तक पठने मग्नः कीदृशाः परागकणाः कया परागकणानां रचनां द्रष्टुं शक्नोति and अर्णवः कुतः तण्डुलान् आनयति. So these are the questions. I let you leave to find out the answers. Once again see, एक वाक्य उत्तरं लिखत. कस्य पिता विज्ञाने से अध्यापकः कः पुस्तक पठने मग्नः कीदृशाः परागकणाः कया परागकणानां रचनां द्रष्टुं शक्नोति and अर्णवः कुतः तण्डुलान् आनयति. I tell you meaning. कस्य पिता किसका पिता फादर विज्ञान के प्राध्यापक है अध्यापक है. कौन पुस्तक पढ़ने में मग्न है. कैसा परागकण है. कया किसके द्वारा पराग कणों को देखा जा सकता है. और अर्णव कहाँ से राइस ग्रेन्स लेके आता है. न उचितम कारणम. उचितम कारणम यू कैन सी उचितम कारणम जितना वाक्यम पुनर्लिखित. पिता अर्णवाय पाकगृहात् तण्डुलान् आनेतुं कथयति. मीन्स पिता अर्णव को पाकगृह से राइस ग्रेन्स लाने के लिए कहते हैं. बिकॉज सः बुभुक्षितो अस्ति, बिकॉज ही इज हंग्री. और सह परमाणोः विषय वर्णनम कर्तुम् इच्छति, क्योंकि वह परमाणु के विषय में वर्णन करना चाहते हैं. सेकेंड इज अर्णवस्य पिता अर्णवाय सूक्ष्मेक्षिकया जपाकुसुमं द्रष्टुं कथयति. कथयति यतः let me correct the mistake. There is spelling mistakes, spelling error. So let me correct, then I tell you the answer. I tell you the question's meaning. Yeah. So अर्णवस्य पिता अर्णवाय सूक्ष्मेक्षिकया जपाकुसुमं द्रष्टुं कथयति यतः मीन्स अर्णव के फादर अर्णव को सूक्ष्मेक्षिका माइक्रोस्कोप से हिबिस्कस फ्लावर को देखने के लिए कह रहे. क्यों. क्योंकि तया सह पुष्पकणानां रचनाम अपि द्रष्टुं शक्नोति. क्योंकि माइक्रोस्कोप से वह पुष्पीय कणों की रचना भी देख सकता है. और तया सह परमाणु विषय वर्णनम कर्तुं शक्यते. बिकॉज थ्रू माइक्रोस्कोप ही कैन एक्सप्लेन अबाउट द एटम. मतलब एटम के बारे में वो माइक्रोस्कोप से वर्णन कर सकते हैं. सो द you have to find out answer yourself. At last when I make fourth part of this chapter, then I tell you all answers. So I hope you understood the passage till now, the sentences and meanings as well as sandhi and samas, and you are watching continuously और आप इसका आंसर्स भी फाइंड आउट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो. So please watch it and also make comment, put their comment whether you want other rectification, other question answers or any other help. So I add over in next video and I try to help you more. Thank you for watching.